Chelsea, big news there. What does the Skubal trade mean for the Mets starting pitching market?
So logistically, I think it means it's going to move. It's going to go now. You know, if teams that might have been in on Skubal, although this Dodgers deal seemed to come together pretty quickly, so I don't know how much time anyone had to believe they were actually going to get Skubal. Those teams, they can now look at Clay Holmes, maybe Freddie Peralta. There's not a whole lot else out there. We've heard some rumblings about teams willing to trade other guys, but when you're looking for starting pitching now, the next call you're going to make is probably to David Stearns. So I think that gets this process started. It also might let the Mets take a step back a little bit and say, okay, Skubal's gone. We've now got two really big assets. Let's make sure we get the absolute most we can. So it'll be interesting to see in hindsight whether the timing of the Skubal deal helped the Mets, but I certainly think it means that things are going to start to move for them in the next few hours, if not the next day.
Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised that the biggest trade piece right now is going to the Dodgers. Kind of predictable with what the Dodgers have been able to do. As for the Yankees, they were also reportedly interested in Skubal. What's the impact of them not getting him?
You know, I think the Yankees probably are very realistic about their chances of getting Skubal. I think everyone in baseball had a sense that if the Dodgers wanted him, they would probably make the move. So I am not feeling like the Yankees now sit here thinking, well, what are we going to do? What's plan B? I think they have had this scenario probably in mind for a while now. What it means for them, I guess we'll see. I think if you can't load up the starting rotation, one option you could take is to load up the bullpen. We saw them send out Camilo Doval earlier today in a move that clears space for another reliever if they want to go get him. We've heard the Padres are buying, so presumably not selling Mason Miller, but if you're the Yankees, I certainly think you take another shot there to throw whatever you can at the Padres and get Mason Miller, because if you're not going to have the same rotation as the Dodgers and you want to beat them, one way to do it is to shorten every game, right? You can shorten the back end of the game behind the starting rotation you already have. So that's one way to think about it, but I don't think they're going to be stunned that this is the outcome, but I am interested to see how aggressive they get now that they know Skubal is in LA and that they're going to have to find another way to separate themselves, not only in the division, but from the rest of baseball if they want to win in October.
Yeah, just another piece that makes the Dodgers even more scary in the postseason. Let's talk about Clay Holmes again. We just heard him earlier talk about his situation being down in the minors right now. What are you hearing with this current situation?
Yeah, so I just checked on this a few minutes ago, and it sounds like the plan really is to have Clay Holmes pitch in Brooklyn tomorrow afternoon if he is not traded by then. Could he be traded by then? Absolutely. But if he's not, he's going to make that rehab start. Now, the Mets scratched Freddie Peralta out of wanting to keep him healthy, make sure nothing went wrong in a game. They're not going to do this here, at least not yet, because number one, I think this is a more controlled environment in the minor league game. And number two, not activating Clay Holmes actually gives other teams flexibility, right? If you're trying to trade him and he's activated on your major league roster, then the team that gets him has to be happy with where he is. If you don't activate him, you let him make this rehab start in Brooklyn, he gets some work in, and then whatever team trades for him can decide whether they think he's ready to pitch in the big leagues again. So it kind of makes some sense. I still think a lot could change between now and tomorrow. But for now, it sounds like Holmes will pitch in Brooklyn tomorrow, which kind of makes sense for everyone involved. But again, he's going to be traded, so it's just a matter of when.
Yeah, as we can see, things could change in the matter of seconds. So Chelsea, you're just on standby, keeping us updated what's going on with the trade deadline. Thank you so much for joining us here on Honda Sports Night. All right, so from Chelsea to John Alba and John Jastrzemski, guys, big news with Tarik Skubal. JJ, I'll start with you. What does this do for the rest of the league? What's the ripple effect that now he's off the board?
Well, it just makes it seem as if a three-peat is beyond inevitable for the big, bad Los Angeles Dodgers. And this is what the Dodgers do. Rinse, repeat. We see it throughout the wintertime. Now we see it at the deadline. Now we could debate the merits, Alba, of what the prospects are in return. I'm not going to go and give you the diatribe within the Dodgers minor league system. Here's what I do know. They go forward, and teams are more than willing to tango with the Los Angeles Dodgers. So I think deep down there are a lot of small market and mid-market owners that are very happy about the fact that Tarik Skubal ended up with L.A. and not Milwaukee and not the Tampa Bay Rays, because if they go and then three-peat, it kind of sets the stage for what's going to happen this offseason as far as the lockout is concerned. But what else is new, Alba? The rich get richer.
The Yankees are sure thrilled that Skubal's not going to the Tampa Bay Rays. I can tell you that. I'll say this. It's disappointing to me because other teams could have made this trade. This is not so much a cap-related trade, if you want to talk about an imaginary cap that exists right now. This is a matter of offering your best prospects that you have in your system and going for the big swing. The Brewers could have done this. The Rays could have done this. The Yankees, in theory, could have done this, but I never really bought that the Yankees were super. They just have too many other issues right now.
Yeah, I agree.
The Yanks are happy that the Rays didn't end up with him, but, you can sit there and be angry at the Dodgers. The Dodgers made a baseball trade here, and that's how you try to go and win a World Series.